Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center and the CTN Outdoor Rink for CTN's live coverage of Hockey Day Coon Rapids 2024. The day of hockey concludes with the boys varsity matchup between Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids and Champlin Park. Joe Young, Jerry Grant up above the action, and another tall task ahead of the home squad with a number 15 ranked Rebel squad coming in.
Well, that is true, but the Rebel squad might even be tougher because they're going to come in a little angry because they got spanked by Rogers 8-2 the last time out, and they were outshot 37-17, so that kind of put them a step back as far as their momentum goes, but we'll see how they come out tonight.
Yeah, their first loss of the season. They come in at 4-1, and CPCR, or SLPCR, excuse me, came into this season a rare scheduling situation where they played 6 of their first 7 at home to start the season, and this is the last of those 6 games. They're just 1-4 in games on home ice so far. One of their 2 wins coming their lone road game against Lakeville North. They have 7 of their next 8 on the road. Their only home game in the next month after today is a January 2nd game where they host Waconia over at Fogarty.
Yeah, well, we saw them lose 2 one-goal games at home, so they were on the short end of a couple games, but they've been in them.
Well, we talked about it too in the games that we've covered. You know, the combination of the 2 programs gives them a little bit more depth and ability to be a little bit more competitive than either would have had had they not formed a co-op. Puck lost in some padding. SLPCR able to get it into the zone. Barsness pressuring on the forecheck. Alphen there to support. Puck comes free to the line. Chipped in by Bushy.
And Bushy got chipped down to the ice there. No call on that one.
Teddy Wackman sends it out with one hand, and that got out of the zone. Set back in by Stout.
Well, good to see Wackman and Alphen back in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, a couple of key pieces they were missing the other night against Armstrong Cooper, one of those very close games that did not go their way. And maybe with a couple of their top guys back in the lineup, they would have been able to turn the tides in their favor. But it was not to be, and now here they are against, again, a very tough Champlin Park team that started out 4-0, scoring quite well as well.
Yeah, 3.8 per game.
But they've had a similar situation for SLPCR in that they've scored pretty well, but they have not defended as well as they might have liked, giving up 3.4 a game. Of course, that skewed a little bit with the 8-point output Rogers hung on them on Thursday night. Played a clock cross in the skates of Wackman. He sweeps it out to center. Comes right back to him. Not able to get through a little bit of traffic. Knocked down by Jensen into the zone for Cole Perkins. SLPCR gets it back to the line, but not out. Stout in behind his own net. Long pass up. Predicted and taken away by Jax Warren. Warren gets it into the corner. But SLPCR able to counter punch quickly. Lindquist to the other end, trying to find a lane to the front. Banks it off the side of the net. Champlin Park gets it out to center. Getting behind the defense is Wexeth. Plays it across. Collected off the boards by Max Peterson. Peterson out to the point for Roll. His shot blocked. Here's Engberg. Engberg on the move, scores! Jackson Engberg's tear to start the season continues. At least 1 goal in all of their 7 games so far. He starts the home team out in front.
Well, that's the one person Champlin Park did not want to see get the puck on a breakaway because Engberg has been tucking him away the last few games. He's been a hot streak. And his speed, once again, caused a problem as he saw that loose puck and he just bolted behind the defender, and the defender could not catch him.
Went out, challenged, made the block at the point. And yeah, the speed he has displayed is a big factor in his now 10th goal this season. Leads the team in both goals and points. Now 10 and 12 respectively. Cross ice pass, a little bit of a suicide setup for Sukup. He took the contact, got it out of the zone. Champlin Park sent it back in, but SLPCR able to get it all the way to the other end. Tranby from the point, can't get it through traffic. Barsness reaching for it, but Champlin Park able to control. Evan Long dumps it in on the backhand. Walter reverses, Sukup. Solid hit in the corner, sending Brody Holine to the ice. Holine will send it back in deep. This one flipped up and out. Alphin, fresh onto the ice, scoops it up. His shot blocked into the corner by Brockton Sandell.
I like how SLPCR is using that long stretch pass to take some of that
Another steal at the blue line. Alphin an opportunity, deflected into the far corner. Solid hit at center ice for Brody Herzog. Good stick for Lindquist. Get it turned around, sent back in. Wackman on the forecheck. Long pass ahead, deflects away from Stout. Chases it down in the corner, plays it behind for Jensen. Jensen double team behind the net, but got it ahead for Wackman. And now Drew Lindquist. Long pass, taken away by Warren. Again, just seeing that pass coming, stepping into the lane. A chance from a great scoring chance for Brett Solomon, but denied by Brock Lewick.
Yeah, Warren, he's really playing his lines well as a defender. He's stepping up whenever he gets a chance.
Snuck Solomon in behind the defense. The pass could not get to him. He battles for it, gets it in deep, a chance up front. And another big save from Lewick, Nick Carlson. Not a lot on the one-timer redirect, but in a dangerous spot. And Lewick able to keep his team with the 1-0 lead.
You got to watch Solomon because he's the leading goal scorer for Champlin Park. The Rebel has 6 goals, 4 assists, 3 of his goals on the power play. So hopefully the SLPCR team will stay out of the box tonight.
Face-off win for Andrew Clark. Champlin Park able to pressure and come up with the steal. Reversing is Pazandik. He's tied up in the corner, kicks it free for Peterson. Out to the line, and that one, that's a terrible call on the blue line. It was definitely out.
Yep.
But I guess a good step up by Peterson to keep it in, or by Long rather to keep it in. Long with it here. Chips it off the boards. Wexeth plays it back in behind. Sent around by Bushy. Clark flips it up and out. Into his own end. Carson Anderson turns it around for Champlin Park and shoveled down deep for Wexeth. Stout lost the handle. Turnaround chance, a one-timer missing wide for Holine. Took a heavy hit but got off a strong shot.
Yep, better watch those turnovers.
Holine jumping in, gets a steal out front. That one just under the stick of Carson Anderson in a great spot. A couple of good setups that Champlin Park has just misfired on.
Yeah, their forecheck caught defenders off balance there, and they almost had that wide open man right in the slot.
Jensen sends it back out to center. Rebels regroup at their own line. This one comes in on Lewick. He just plays it back out to center. Alfred scoops up the loose puck. Chopped off his stick as he entered the zone. Rebels regroup off the near boards. Bushy steps up, gets it back in deep in the Rebel end. And it hopped up and out of the play into the bench. 10-11 to go. Period number 1. SLPCR a 1-0 lead on the, I believe, unassisted goal by senior captain Jackson Engberg.
Yeah, good start for SLPCR to get the lead on a very good team.
That one in Bushy's feet and now sent in deep. Good numbers for SLPCR, able to get it out. Sent right back in. Rebels have to tag up. Tranby off the boards. Sent right back to him by Evan Long. Tranby kicks it ahead and into the zone. Good hold by Lindquist. Can't get it deep. Sent back out by Evan Long. Stout forces it back into the zone. Long pass into the zone. And a good chance for Solomon, turned away by Lewick.
Yeah, nice save by Lewick. He was all over. Oh, there's a check from behind. Jump check. I don't know if I'm going to call it. Should have.
There we will see first penalty of the game. It'll be a cross check against Champlin Parks. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids will get an opportunity with the power play, already up 1-0 here just about midway through this first period.
Yeah, that's a penalty you don't want to see your players take because from behind, and there really wasn't much happening out there at the red line, so a little more discipline.
A minor penalty has been assessed on the Rebels. Number 4, Evan
Shot from a ways out, misses high.
Time of the penalty is 7:48. Long of the Rebels off for cross-checking. It's 7:48 of the first period.
Some body checks in this game already.
Clark, Lichter back to Clark, down low. Engberg out front. That skipped through the crease, and Champlin Park able to clear. Lichter from behind his own net. Cross for Clark, has to recollect it into the zone. Tried to leave it off there. Solid hold from Lichter, and now able to be swept to center by Jax Warren.
Yeah, Warren, he lays the body on. He's a big kid.
Sukup gets around the corner, lost the handle behind the net, tried to center. That's broken up and sent all the way down to Brock Lewick. Jackson Engberg gets in, short angle shot, missed the net, careened all the way back out and all the way back down to Brock Lewick.
Looks good at playing the puck. He's really helping his team by being an extra defender almost on those passes. Oh.
Lichter able to kick it away from Solomon, who was threatening. Solomon nearly got a steal again. Lindquist into the zone. Round the corner, short angle shot off the side of the net. Regained, looking to get it up top. Turned Herzog around, went all the way back down. Bushy's pass taken away again on that right side, trying to feed that right wing. A couple of times defenders have stepped up.
Yeah, Roll stepped up that time.
Wackman sends it down and around. First one there is Wexeth.
There goes the power play. Good kill by the Rebels. I don't think they have
No shots on goal.
Yeah, 0.
Centering pass denied. Roll stepping up, back the other way comes Champlin Park. In deep and around behind the net, Peterson had it knocked free. Nobody there on the far wing for SLPCR. This one chopped up. Wackman swats at it. Herzog recovers at center. Barsness down the left wing trying to center. That was broken up. Pass back to the point. Engberg takes a hit, gets off a decent shot, the save and the hold.
Yeah, good idea by Engberg. Just get some shots on net. That's the only second shot on net they had this period. My chart here. So they need more shots, but they have the one goal. So they're playing a pretty good period so far. Good defensively. Just got to keep getting back. Don't want to get outnumbered.
Whole line turns up ice. His pass a little bit behind Anderson, but he was able to recover it. Tried to drop. Whole line is shot, misses wide far side. Janish will play it in deep. Tranby tied up there. Whole line comes away with it. Poked free by SLPCR defense. Recovered Anderson in close. He's
Nice save.
denied by Lewick. Anderson continues to pressure on the forecheck. In deep with Luke Carlson. Anderson back to Carlson in the corner, tipped away from him. Played in behind. Tranby will recover. A little bit of room. He's just going to fire it the length of the ice. Get some fresh legs on the ice for the home team.
Getting a little chippy out there. Stuff after the whistle there as Champlin Park player gave an extra shove there as Holden didn't like something. Got Tranby. I'm not sure if that's what it was or Walter.
No, it's Tranby. Yeah, Brody Holine is the son of former Coon Rapids softball coach Jamie Holine, and still current Coon Rapids physical education teacher Jamie Holine. Pep squad officiant exceptional Jamie Holine.
Well, it's good to know.
Champlin Park holding the zone.
Yeah, they're just putting that puck to spaces and winning battles right now.
Fan on the shot by Solomon. Loose puck comes to Jensen. Jensen's pass was deflected, so no icing. Long holds Sukup off the puck. Brockton Sandell in there is support. Coming free with it was Evan Long, and Champlin Park breaks out the near side. Solomon into the zone around Bushy. A shot misses wide, and that will head back out to center.
You got to play the body on him. Don't look at dangling. Just get your body in the way of him.
SLPCR finally able to force it back out to center, and then pitchforked right back in by Max Peterson. Digging it off the boards is Pazandik. He has it in the far corner, tries to reverse. Bushy couldn't control for SLPCR. Scooped up there by Wexeth, out to the point. Wackman tried to poke it past Janish and couldn't. This one tipped down by Herzog, icing waved off. Kept away from Engberg on the forecheck. Back to Warren. Warren circles, staying away from Engberg. Sweeps it around to the near side. Poked at by Jensen. Wackman in there as well. Wackman a quick shot. That misses wide to the far corner. Warren will recover there and just send it the length of the ice. That'll be icing and a face-off back in the Champlin Park end. 3:08 to go. Period number one. The only goal so far for SLPCR captain Jackson Engberg, 2:40 in, blocked a shot, got in on a breakaway and buried it. His 10th goal of the year. He has scored in all 7 games so far this season.
Yeah, he's doing a fine job of putting that puck in the net. They need somebody to do that, and he's the one.
Jensen sends it behind. Stout sends it along. Chipped out to center by Clark. Back in his own end to recover his roll. He's chased by Engberg behind the net, protecting the puck. He's able to get it out to center. Into the zone. Solomon behind the defense. Lewick comes out to play it. Glove down. Chipped in by Nick Carlson. And Lewick wisely covers it up.
Yeah, he does, because the strength of the Rebel team today so far probably is their game, is their forecheck. Once they get the puck in your end, they work really hard to keep it there. Their D pinches hard, they hold the line, and it's tough. You got to make some really nice passes to get out of that forecheck and get out of your own end.
Well, to SLPCR's credit, they have withstood that pressure and really kept Champlin Park to the outside much of the night.
Ooh.
Backdoor feed for Holine, and he was defended, had his stick tied up, so
Thank
defense in the right spot for SLPCR that time.
Just flip it on net, look for a rebound, and Had one for a second or two, but we'll be able to corral that.
Carson Anderson right there sniffing for the easy one. Face-off win for Barsness. Tranby plays it around. Alford will skate out to center, lost the handle, sweeps it ahead for Sukup, who sends it down and around. Barsness hit hard in the far corner, poked at by Warren. Walking in was Bushy, and that shot handled. Alford battling along the end boards. Puck comes loose to Champlin Park. Barsness can't quite prevent him from getting to center, but does force the loose puck, and SLPCR able to send it back in deep. Long pass ahead, deflected down into the zone by Wexeth. He'll give chase and pressure. Stout to Sukup, plays it out to center. Fired right back in by Brockton Sandell, and I think it was blown down as icing, but they say it was touch, so we're going to drop it at center.
Yep, center ice. Oh, 1:19 left. Good period of hockey, good pace. Both teams physical. A lot of contact out there this evening.
Yeah, neither team really, I mean, the goal for Engberg, one of very few legitimate scoring chances on either end.
Yeah, and then the Rebels had that one shot from the slot. That was a good one.
Chance from a tough angle for Solomon. Lewick made the save, and then bodies go flying past him. Cole Perkins takes the net off as he slides through, along with Wackman.
Crashing that net for a rebound.
Well, and again, the fact that Wackman went with him is encouraging for SLPCR. The reason he went with him, because he was taking care of the body. He had him tied up, and when the crashing player Perkins went down, so did Wackman, because he was engaged physically taking care of the stick. Off the faceoff, Lindquist gets it across to Teddy Wackman. Wackman trying to go wide. He's bumped to the boards, gets around. He scores! Out front, it's Brody Herzog that tips it home off the feed from Wackman, and it is a 2-0 lead with less than a minute to go in this first period.
Yeah, that always is a big goal last minute of a period, but that was a big goal because Champlin Park's been pressing a little bit. They've been putting some pucks in the net, and they get down there, get that puck across, and Herzog is able to slap it in there to get a goal, and that's a big 2-goal lead.
Well, Wackman really withstanding the hit along the boards. I was just going to say, he's been a little snake bitten, still looking for his first goal this season. He was, I think, 47 points last year. He has yet to light the lamp. That will be his 6th assist. But withstanding the check, getting in deep, and then just playing it out front, get the dirty goal. I don't know if Herzog just deflected the initial pass attempt or actually whacked away at something that had already been played by the keeper. And unfortunately, in the single camera mode, we're not able to get multiple replays. But either way, any way you slice it, it's a 2-goal lead for SLPCR.
Not called. Stick right up in his armpit.
Sure was. And here's an opportunity at the other end again. Firing wide is Andrew Clark. That played out front. Clark couldn't quite get to it. Cleared away and out of play by Champlin Park. 24 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, SLPCR right now is finding some rhythm to their game. They're getting pucks down low and they're putting them on net and getting some rebounds. Keep that up.
Rebels win the draw, flip it all the way down ice. It's going to come right in on Lewick. He will cover it up. Solomon there to keep him honest. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, the Rebels get what they want. They get a draw on a long flip out. SLPCR changes lines. You get a matchup here at the end.
Sukup on the faceoff against Carlson, able to tie up. SLPCR plays it all the way down. That'll be icing, and we'll try it again with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, well, 3 more of those, and you'll run the period out. Nothing else. You want to get the puck on the wall and just tie it up and ride the clock. You tie your man up. Yep. There you go. Soft it out nice and easy.
Yeah. Soft to neutral ice. They send it back into the corner, and that will do it for period number 1. A goal early for Jackson Engberg, a goal late for Brody Walskog, and we have Herzog, and we have a 2-0 SLPCR lead going to the first intermission. You're watching Hockey Day Coon Rapids on CTN.
Winston, nice hands, drives and scores. Shot a goal! Picked him off, beautifully done. Breakaway shot to goal, just like that.
We are back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, CTN Outdoor Rink, host of Hockey Day Coon Rapids. Full day of activities. Had both boys and girls JV games earlier this afternoon. Had an alumni game on the indoor ice. And the girls varsity squad for Champlin Park Coon Rapids, a 7-0 win in the first game we covered, and now the boys from Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, a 2-0 lead over the number 15 ranked Champlin Park Rebels after the first period.
Yeah, well, they're off to a good start, but we have talked about this in the past. They've been up in games in the past, and then in the third period, somehow the other team has found a way to overcome those leads that SLPCR has had. So I'm going to look to see them continue to play the way they have been. And last game, the coaching staff was a little concerned about the defensive support, the second man support in their own end. And I think the first period they solved some of that because they did support each other and made sure there were 2 people to get through, not just one a lot of the time.
Well, and probably the best period defensively for this team that we have seen so far this season, personally witnessed, this being our third game that we have broadcast, but just well-marked guys in the slot, keeping the shots to the perimeter, tying up sticks, not allowing rebound chances, all of the things you want to see your team do from a defensive standpoint, they were able to do in that first period.
Yep, we'll just have to keep it up.
They were outshot a bit by the Rebels and outpossessed, but what matters most is how many times you put it behind the keeper. SLPCR, a 2-0 lead. Lindquist in tight, will flip on the backhand, is handled by the keeper Drifke. Back the other way, whole line into the zone. Plays it out front, backhand chance in tight for Carlson, turned away by Lewick. Long shot in, Lewick another save. SLPCR able to control. Wackman through center into the zone, and Lindquist in a step too early.
Yeah, well, Wackman didn't help him out. He made that move at the blue line, and can't do that. Got to get the zone, then make the move. But good start so far. Keeping the Rebels out to the outside like they did in the first period.
Face-off win for Champlin Park. Solomon down the wing, takes the shot. Saved and held by Lewick.
Yeah, Solomon with a poor shooting angle, but it didn't matter to him. He whistled it on net. Lewick had to make the save.
Well, and again, from about as wide on that right wing as he could have been.
I have a feeling he likes firing the puck. That's why he gets all the goals he does. He likes to shoot.
Puck played across ice, lost in the official's feet. SLPCR able to play it in. Barsness trying to control in the near corner. Sukup there to support. Stout keeps it in. Sukup turns, fires wide. Alphen, quick shot off the carom, and in good position to make the save was Cameron Drefke, and we'll have a face-off in the Champlin Park end.
Yep. Good idea by Alpha. He had the puck there. He was alone. He figured, why not try to surprise the goaltender? He put a nice shot on goal, but it was denied.
Face-off win by Lichter, a goal for Andrew Clark. Quick win and a quick score, and it is 3-0 SLPCR.
Yeah, nice draw. Clark just kind of waited it out. The puck was just sitting there in the circle. He was able to sneak up there, get it, and no one came to challenge him, so he had time and space, and he found his spot and put that puck in the corner. And that's a big goal early in the period, just a minute and 22 in. So the SLPCR team doing a heck of a job so far. Just have to keep playing hockey.
Win another draw. Engberg chips it in, gives chase. Tried to center. That was knocked away by the stick of Derek Roll. Roll pressuring far side. And Wolter took a heavy hit but kept the puck in and out flipped up over the short glass on that far side and out of play. And that's one of the adjustments you have to make. You're used to having a taller glass along the boards to use to send the puck out of the zone, and a little bit shorter here on the CTN outdoor rink. End up with a few more pucks out of play. Face-off win for Wackman. Quick shot, gloved by Drefke.
Winning those draws, that's big when you're able to win all these face-offs, because that turned into another great scoring opportunity.
Well, and those two, Wackman and Lindquist, were the top two scoring players for Champlin Park last year. A good opportunity on the fly for Champlin Park, but Carlson missed wide.
Yeah, the Rebels need a goal. They're right now kind of snake pit because they've been outscored quite a bit the last two games since the first period.
Shot from the point, deflected up and out of play.
Yeah, sometimes when your team kind of gets in a little mini rut, sometimes things just don't go your way, and then all of a sudden you're hanging your head going, oh, here we go again. Right now you can see the Rebels doing that when they go to the bench. They're shaking their head. They're wondering, okay, why didn't that shot go in? What happened there? But they just have to try to keep playing through it.
Face-off win for Sukup, but Champlin Park able to break up the breakout. SLPCR going back the other way, kept away from Alphen. Sukup recovers, flips it all the way down. That'll be icing, and we'll try again in the SLPCR end.
Well, hit the referee's skate, but still an icing. I didn't think that would have been an icing. Hit the referee's skate. Somehow that puck magically kind of lost a lot of its velocity. It wasn't the boards. Oh,
Alphen pitchforks it all the way down. It'll run out of steam. So icing waved off, and Janisch is pressured. Puck played into the slot. Coming back the other way, Luke Carlson. Pressured by Alphen all the way down. Stops up just into the zone. And now we'll try and sweep it down into the corner, tied up along the boards. Comes free, quick shot, save made. And SLPCR unable to clear. This one flipped to the far corner by Warren, and it did end up deflecting up and out of play.
yeah, that's okay. Stoppages of play are good right now. Just keep rolling your lines, keep everybody fresh. Referee coming over to explain something to the coaching staff in front of us here. Right about that icing thing.
Or about the shot from the point, stopped up.
Nice rebound.
SLPCR able to clear the rebound to the corner. Champlin Park doing a good job of winning those battles along the board, but SLPCR continuing to deny the center of the ice. So even though they're getting the possession, the Rebels along the boards, they're not able to get it to good scoring territory. Jensen flips it down, and that is going to be icing. He was still a step or two shy of center ice, and SLPCR does not want to be drawn into this leading 3-0.
That's what Champlin's game is tonight. They're trying to be physical. They're getting a little chippy at times. And like I say, you don't want to be in that game if you're up 3-0. Just walk away from that. Don't give them any reason to get fired up.
Sometimes easier said than done. Lichter is heading for the penalty box.
As is 17 for the Rebels.
So Paul Pozandik and Caden Lichter will have a couple of minutes to cool off.
Yeah, and that's good. The referees should start calling penalties, start putting people in the box if they're going to get physical after the whistle. Well, they're coming over to have a chat. I don't know what about, but they're all at the referees are all conferring with the scorekeeper area. So number 3 has 2 minutes on the board, and I don't see anything up there for
Oh, so
Champlin
Jensen
Park.
in the
Could be a
box
double
as
minor.
well.
Oh, okay.
So three guys in the box, 2 for the home team, and it'll give Champlin Park the power play.
Okay, just what they wanted, because Solomon has 3 power play goals of his 6, so they're going to have to watch him on the setup. Well, they can get right back in the game with a goal here.
Shot from the point is blocked. SLPCR able to clear it the length of the ice.
All penalties at 3:52. Assessed to Coon and Lichter, number 21, number 3.
Evan Long from his own end.
No slingshot. There it is.
And number
Drops it off for Solomon. Into the zone, down the left wing. Centers out front, 2 bodies there, no defenders, but they could not get a shot on goal. Played to the slot. That time, Solomon was tied up, and Wackman sends it the length of the ice. Lindquist trying to disrupt.
That's what you do right there. Stand up at the blue line and dump it down.
Able to get some fresh legs out as well. Cole Perkins down the left wing, around the corner. Trying to center. Bounces out to the point. Long, a shot through traffic. Did not make it to the net. And eventually, Lewick able to track it down in all the feet, get a cover, and a face-off. 51 seconds left on the power play for Champlin Park.
Yeah, Luke's having a good game. He's very aggressive. He's coming out high in his crease, making some saves, cutting down the angles, and he's able to come out and get that rebound.
Warren up top. Near side for Holine. All the way across. Into the middle, a shot, a rebound, and that was up over the net for Holine.
My. Yeah, it was open net. He missed it.
Warren up top again.
Trying to hit that bumper.
Into the middle, and Carlson this time missed wide. Centering pass, taken away. Wolter unable to clear, and now it's sent the length of the ice by Engberg.
Bet Engberg didn't see. He had Alpha wide open right in the middle.
Holine through center, cuts back into the zone. Right side. Puck knocked away, recovered by Wexeth. Trying to center, that was broken up. Penalty is over. Couple of shots on the power play. Just the one that got through to the goal, so just one shot on goal for the advantage, but huge kill for SLPCR.
Yeah, and luckily that one went over the top of the net with the open cage, so all was good on that penalty kill.
Clear attempt by Lewick ends up over the glass, out of play.
Yeah, I say, whistles, no problem. get the lead, take some whistles when you do too. Don't worry about it. Icing's fine, out of play is fine. Keep your lines moving, keep people fresh. The longer the clock keeps ticking, the tighter the Rebel sticks are going to get in their hands because they don't want to lose this game. You know that.
Shot through traffic, deflected, but Lewick got a piece of it. Sends it into the near corner. SLPCR able to force it out to center. Lindquist bumped off it as he enters. SLPCR continues to pressure, now flipped out to center by Roll. Glove down and sent back in by Bushy. Roll behind his own net. Sends it ahead on the backhand, recovered at center by Carlson. Into the zone, stops up. Trying to backhand out front, a lot of bodies there in blue, but it swept just wide. And then a centering attempt went through the crease again. SLPCR able to get it out to center. A chance in tight for Brent Solomon. He has been a thorn in their sides. He has created some good looks for himself. Maybe none better than that one, but unable to convert. Back the other way. Lindquist trying to fight his way through the defender. And then takes a shot after the fact by Roll. And
that should be a penalty.
does not look as if they are going to assess an infraction against Derek Roll.
He's going to take each one, going to get him for hitting the goalie's stick there. That is his even up call.
Well, Roll is going to go.
He's going to send them both. He's going to send Lindquist for tapping the goalie's stick. So that's your
sending messages.
Your easy way out of that one. It's like, well, I'll take the cross checker, but I'm going to have to take the other guy too.
So second set of offsetting penalties in this second period already.
Getting physical. Rebels are mad that they're down 3-0. They're not real happy, and they're definitely playing a physical style of game as they have since the beginning. And that could work in your favor, but it could also get you in trouble if you're running around, taking hits, and getting in the box. So see how that goes the rest of the contest.
Next goal will be gigantic.
Yeah, it will be.
Whole line at center, lost the handle a bit. Jensen will sweep it in behind. Jamming it back in further is Janish. SLPCR able to flip it out. It was touched by Champlin Park, so icing waved off, but it also ran out of juice before Janish got there.
That was a little bit of a wiggler the whole way down.
And that one kind of deflected up and out of play again. 9:09 to go, period number 2. Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, a 3-0 lead. Goals by Engberg and Herzog in the first period, then Andrew Clark here in the second. Janish gets to the red line, dumps it in, went off the official.
Almost got the lucky break they needed there.
Good back check and positioning, though, by Andrew Clark. Breaking things up. From the point, Janish, that hit traffic. Nearly bounced to an open Rebel stick. Janish again. That one hit traffic, ended up in the corner. Whole line recovers. Whole line trying to flip it out front. Bodies crash in the net. Lewick, traffic right in his face. SLPCR able to clear the zone again. Rebels send it right back in. Bushy with time. Flips it out. It bounces through and gets Lichter in behind the defense. Lichter trying to center. He was upended by the sliding Warren.
Yeah, that was close. Had an opportunity there.
Long pass taken away. Bushy will send it in. SLPCR had to tag up. They'll get some fresh legs on the ice. That one flipped up and out all the way down. And that will be icing.
Okay.
7:48 to go.
Well, you can see Champlin Park. Their strategy is to get the puck down the offensive zone, shoot that puck at the net, crash the net, just go for that puck in front, try to get that rebound. But so far, they haven't got that goal they've been trying to get on that strategy.
Well, and SLPCR, again, to their credit, defensively, have done a great job of picking up bodies in the slot Lost a couple here early in the second period, but fortunately did not cost them, and have regrouped a little bit in the last couple of minutes, and really just challenging and tying up bodies anytime they're in the middle of the ice in the defensive zone, just making it hard for Champlin Park to get any high-quality scoring chances, because when they're in the middle of the ice, they're finding themselves all tied up.
Yep. Players have left the penalty box. So both benches have a full complement of players. A nice crowd filling in. We've got them all the way around the boards here on most of the rink. So good for the hardy souls out here in this 30-degree weather.
Yeah, it's with negative temps midway through the week. It really rebounded nicely weather-wise, and a beautiful day for Hockey Day Minnesota, or Hockey Day Coon Rapids. That pass just out of the reach of Lindquist. He tracks it down in the corner, takes a hit from Sandell, back up on it. A couple of defenders squeezing him to the board, and that gives the chance for Carlson to collect and skate it out to center ice. Carlson all the way to the other end, is shot blocked, and then the shoulder save by Lewick.
It's a weird one. It hit something and went up in the air, and Lewick was with it.
Carlson had it knocked away by the sweep check by the keeper. Jansen, closer rebound, just missing wide, and Lewick able to find it and get it covered. Another great scoring chance for Champlin Park that just trickles wide on a rebound where they had a wide open net.
How that didn't go in, I couldn't tell you, because it should have. That's another one where
two or three in this period
Yep.
where they've had rebounds with 24 square feet of gaping net in front of them, and they just have not been able to find it.
Well, part of it is Lewick is so active. I think they're rushing their shots instead of taking their time. They know that he's really moving around a lot in his crease, so they're a little bit nervous on their shots rather than taking that extra second to find the opening.
One, as you talked about, gripping their sticks a little tight. They've gave up 8 goals the other night against a very, very solid Rogers team, and now here coming in, I guarantee this is a team that they felt they were far superior to, and they thought, great time, wait for us to bounce back. And not to say they took them lightly, but did not expect more than midway through the game to be down 3-0.
And this team, the SLPCR team, played Maple Grove tight, and they've had some good hockey games. They've come up short at the end. And
icing waved off. Lichter gets there first, looking for that support. Late guy in is too late, and Jensen can't keep it onside. Engberg touches, and that is offside.
Just touch it up, because bad things happen if you quit playing and let the other team get the puck and get you on the transition. Just take the whistle, start over, get another line out there. No big deal. Rebels win a draw.
Whole line. Won't find room in the middle. Gets to the right side, gets into the zone, dances his way through a couple. That shot going up and over, and it took a funny bounce off the glove of Lewick, but fortunately defenders there to sweep it out of the front of the net.
He has a horseshoe with him so far.
Walter, high bouncer that Barsness couldn't corral, and it'll end up being icing.
Good idea. Just keep trying to stretch out that Champlin Park defense, because they're holding the blue line so hard and keeping that puck in. Well, why not try to loosen up one spot on that blue line so you can get out of your zone and not get pinched in.
Well, and if it lands a little bit flatter, he might have given Barsness a breakaway right there.
Yeah. Give them something to think about.
SLPCR had, 8 men on the ice for that puck drop.
Yeah, they didn't seem to care.
Champlin Park thought they had played it with a high stick and then weren't going to touch it, but they did, and play goes on.
Nice passing.
Shot from the point by Evan Long, gloved by Lewick.
Yeah, Lewick's going to see those all day. If there's no traffic in front of him, he is on the puck this evening. He's seeing things. He's very good in his positioning. But that sequence there, the Rebels were moving the puck around real nice. They went low to high across, got the shot off. So they have a lot of good skill. They're just not finding the back of the net so far.
Centering attempt, knocked back behind. Rebels able to regain control, played through the slot all the way back out to long at the point. Shot through traffic and still loose in everybody's feet. Finally controlled by Lindquist. He shovels it around far side. First one there is Derek Roll for Champlin Park. Wackman able to get control and flip it to the other end. Way out is Dreesen. Glove down by Roll. He'll play it back out to center.
Well, the Rebels are starting to control play a little bit more here in the last few minutes, so SLPCR has to just kind of keep buckling down like they are, keep those shots to the outside.
Warren. Save made by Lewick. Rebound in the corner. Champlin Park able to gain control again. Trying to cycle. Solomon plays it out front. Lewick thought he had it covered. Solomon gets it back out to the point. Shot from Roll was deflected into the corner. Peterson back out to the point. Wexa sends it back in deep. Centering attempt taken away by Wackman. Can't get the clear. Held at the line this time by Max Janisch.
SLPCR just needs to get that puck out of their end. There
Herzog finally able to force it out.
But they need to get a change, and there's one.
Quick regroup, but it jumped over the stick of Janisch, and
Dead tired, they got off into out of play. At an inopportune time, but it worked out for them there. Two guys so tired they changed when the puck was in their own end. That's always risky. 3 minutes 13. They just need to buckle down, get to the end of the period, keep doing what they're doing, and
tie up off the draw. Kick to Engberg, cross ice. Clark will send it in deep. Engberg challenging. Janisch sends it around far side. A couple of SLPCR bodies collapse on the puck. Clark pokes it to Engberg, trying to center, taken away by Warren. Warren up the right wing, flips it in on the backhand. Stout takes a bit of a bump, hits the ice. Puck comes free to Bushy behind the net. Swings it around for Engberg. Engberg flips it out to center. Settled at the blue line by Janisch. He turns it around, whole line. Pressured off by Engberg. Clark recovers into the zone. Lichter stops up top of the circles. Now flips it down. Clark bumped off it in the corner by Carlson. He stays with it on his knees, continuing to play the puck. Lichter bumps a man off it, but recovered by Janisch. His pass deflected all the way down by Cole Perkins. The Rebels getting a line change down to the final 2 minutes of period number 2. A turnover in close. An opportunity for Solomon. He hits the side of the net.
Just a simple regroup, not enough mustard on the puck. Almost a disaster. But didn't go in.
Yeah, missed opportunities, the story for Champlin Park here in this second period. 3 or 4 good looks that they just could not take advantage of golden opportunities. Alford trying to get around the corner, held off by Sandell, but Sandell is going to be called for the hold, and that is the right call. He will argue it all day, and he will come up empty in that argument. His team going shorthanded with 1:28 to go in period number 2.
Well, that's a good thing for SLPCR. I think they need a power play here to settle things down, hold the puck down the Rebel end, and see if they can get out of this period right where they're at or add to it. Because Champlin was coming hard at him for the last 8 minutes here.
Clearing attempt hit the official. Carlson back on it this time. He's able to send it all the way down. One power play for SLPCR in the first period. They did not have a shot on goal. Lindquist down the wing, in tight, the save by Drefke. Wackman steps in. That shot hit traffic, recovered behind by Barsnitz. Out to the point, Bushy. Back to Barsness, chips it low for Wackman, had to wait for it. Barsness out to the point. Lindquist had to play it off the shin pad, able to keep it in the zone. Barsness trying to give it back to him. That was nearly intercepted. Lindquist able to recover. Wackman far side. His shot in tight. A rebound chance, but Herzog couldn't get a stick on it.
Too bad. It was there for Herzog.
Lindquist trying to step around the pressure. Hits the ice. SLPCR able to get the puck. Solomon sends it the length. Lewick will leave it for Bushy. 10 seconds left in the period. In no hurry is SLPCR getting some fresh troops on the ice and end up with it being offside. 3 seconds left in the power play, or in the period. 35 seconds left on the power play, and they will carry a little bit over into the third period, and they'll go into that third period with a 3-goal lead.
Well, they weathered the storm here part of this period, and they're sitting in pretty good shape if they can just finish things off.
As you mentioned earlier, they've given up some third period leads this season, trying to prevent that from happening here again. They'd love to have a sweep of the varsity contests on Hockey Day Coon Rapids. After 2 periods, it's Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids 3, Champlin Park 0. You're watching Boys High School Hockey live on CTN.
Winston, nice hands, drives and scores. Picked him off, beautifully done. Breakaway shot to goal, just like that.
Back at Coon Rapids Ice Center, the CTN outdoor rink has been host to a day of festivities for Hockey Day Coon Rapids, and it all comes to a culmination here with the third period of the boys game. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids a 3-0 lead over Champlin Park. Jackson Engberg started the scoring 2:40 of the first period on a breakaway after blocking a shot. It's his 10th goal of the season. He has scored in all 7 games so far this year. Added a goal in the final minute of that first period on a redirect from Herzog. And then in the early part of period number 2, off a face-off win by Caden Lichter, Andrew Clark able to net his second of the season. He is second on the team with 9 points.
You know, the first thing we have to watch for the start of the third period is SLPCR is still on the power play for 32 seconds. So they just want to be smart. They have to make sure they don't get greedy and let the Rebels slip somebody behind them on the shorthanded situation. But the one thing we're going to watch for again is how do you protect the lead? Well, number 1, good transition defense, always the third guy back. Don't get greedy on the forecheck. Make sure somebody's high, getting back, and make sure you're keeping people out of the middle of the ring. Force her wide, like we've seen so far, a lot of shots from the wide part outside the dots. That usually won't hurt you, so protect the middle of the rink, get back in numbers.
Yeah, they have done so very well so far this evening. And a couple of golden opportunities for Champlin Park in that second period. Rebound opportunities where they had wide open nets to look at, and whether it was a stick getting in at the last second to deflect things wide or shots just going high or wide or missing the net, they have not been able to capitalize.
It might have been the wind. I don't know. It's possible. We usually don't talk about the wind because it's always an indoor game, but it could have been the wind blowing the puck wide. We don't know. It's a factor. I'm just kidding.
Lichter tripped up, but has time to get back to his feet. Hands it off for Alphen under 10 seconds remaining in the advantage. Into the zone. Champlin Park able to clear it all the way down. That'll do it for the power play. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids now 0 for 2 with the advantage. Speed from Jackson Engberg end to end. Finally tipped off his stick. And Champlin Park coming back in numbers. Solomon out front. It was tipped away from Anderson. Anderson trying to get it back to him behind the net. Intercepted by Sukup, played up the boards. Janish crashes down to break that up. Tranby can't get it out. Carlson turns, that got through. Lewick made the save. Shot from a ways out. Lewick makes another save, covers it up. We'll have a face-off to his right.
Well, that's what the Rebels want. They want to get shots, get two quickly there. One was a nice screen, and luckily Luke was able to see that through that screen and fight it off and not leave a good rebound.
Well, and Carson Anderson was right there looking for that rebound, but he was eliminated by Tranby. Just take care of the doorstep, and good things happen. Lindquist's pass hit a skate. Wackman tried to reach back for it, could not collect. Anderson able to play it back in. Bushy. And now out front, a goal for Brent Solomon. We talked about it. For the most part, they have kept control of sticks in the slot. They have had a couple of lapses in that area, and this time Solomon able to make him pay. He comes down the slot. Nobody picks him up. Good feed, and no chance for the netminder, Lewick.
Too many people were worried about the puck on that one. You got to remember, the puck behind the net is not a problem as much as the open player right in front of your goaltender. So tighten things down. Hopefully don't have a relapse. What's happened a couple times earlier in the year.
Well, and the last thing you want to do is give a team with as many quality athletes as Champlin Park hope.
Yeah, now they have hope. But just got to get back to business. They dump it in their end, tighten down the forecheck, and there's some trouble possibly. Yep.
2-on-1, puck lost in the skates, though, of Luke Carlson. Kicked through the blue paint. But, it was developing a 3-on-2, and it just did not lead to a shot on goal. This one from a ways out by Warren is handled and covered by Brock Lewick.
Yeah, the Rebels are just going to keep firing pucks. They have a lot of shots so far, but a lot of them are wide, but that's their strategy. Put it on the net, crash, hope for a rebound, hope for an error, a mistake. They have 23 shots, and they have 4 already this period, so that didn't miss much.
Warren's shot hit something, went wide, a chance, and there's one off of the iron and out of play off the stick of Brent Solomon. Solomon had a good look, stopped up by Lewick, had another chance, ripped it off the post, and it ends up out of play.
Well, right now for SLPCR, someone has to step up and stop this momentum from the Rebels, because the Rebels are coming hard right now. There you
Janish fans on it. Engberg tips it out. Engberg on his horse behind the defense again. He's turned away by Drefke. I thought he slipped it 5-hole again.
He just got his pad back and kicked that out as it was heading towards the open part of the net. So I know why you were excited.
Solomon shovels it ahead out of the reach of Carlson. Turned around by Tranby, but held by Solomon. He goes high, misses it over the net. That's going to go all the way to the Champlin Park blue line. Sent right back in. Comer turning it around. That pass taken away. That would have been offside anyhow, and that's what they're going to call it, although I don't think he touched it across the blue line as Brockton Sandell had it knocked off his stick as he tried to enter.
Solomon has scored so many goals. He can really whistle the puck. And
he can.
One just barely missed. He really snapped that one off quick.
Face-off win for Carlson. Now he tips it in. SLPCR sends it right back out. Wackman bumped off of it. There should not be icing when the pass was intended for a guy who was checked off the puck, but that would only be my silly interpretation of the rules of this game that I know very little about.
Oh, yeah. Being very humble, that's nice of you.
Face off to the right of Lewick. Champlin Park, another face-off win. Herzog, good pressure, able to force it out of the zone. Sent right back in. Wolter pinched to the end board by Perkins. Rebels play it out to the point. Long through traffic, a tip and a goal, and it's back to a one-goal game.
Well, that is exactly what we were talking about. Is the Rebels are getting offensive zone pressure. They're getting pucks to the net. They're getting the tips, screens, and all of a sudden, the old here we go again is happening for SLPCR because this has been one of their problems this season so far. They've been ahead in games and they've been giving up leads in the third period, and half that's psychological, but it's also sometimes you have a timeout to use. You don't want to burn it till the end. See how it goes here for the next couple of minutes.
Alphen sends it just wide of the net. Back the other way come the Rebels. Alphen chops it back into the Rebel end. Turned around by Janisch. Regroup through center. Nick Carlson into the zone down the left wing. Into the corner. Centers. It hopped away from Cameron Anderson, who was in the slot. Solomon back in his own end, staying away from Alphen. Gets around Barsness. Tried the drop pass. Barsness waits for it. Now plays it across. No one there, and it's sent right back in by Champlin Park. Chopped out to center by Trout. Stout will get it back as Warren just sends it back into the SLPCR end. Nothing on that clear attempt, and it was taken away by Solomon. Poked free by Lichter. Played up the boards, but Janisch keeps it in. Quick turnaround shot by Solomon. Deflected and went wide. Warren back out at center for Champlin Park. He'll send it across to the near corner. Hit a dead spot, just stayed there. Jansen trying to get rid of it, but opportunity for Pazandic coming off the boards. Is played all the way down, and SLPCR has iced the puck.
This is starting to look a little familiar to our first game, isn't it? When Elk River was icing the puck just about every time they got a hold of it. And right now the same thing is happening for the team in the white jersey as they're really on their heels with Champlin Park putting the forecheck on them very hard and succeeding.
Off the faceoff comes in on Lewick, and he covers up.
Lewick's doing a good job. He's battled all night. He's going to have to really battle for the last 12-17 if they're going to get the win, because the Rebels are just rolling their lines and just putting pressure on every shift.
They are bringing it absolutely. Clark in the faceoff dot against Peterson. Peterson able to win it back. Shot from the point by Roll. Didn't have a lot on it, and it was deflected wide. Engberg able to force it out. SLPCR getting a little turned around, or Champlin Park rather, getting turned around. Clark battling into the corner. Puck hit skates. Clark turns and shoots. Misses wide. Out at the point. Walter keeps it in. Quick snapshot from Teddy Wackman into the glove of Cameron Drefke.
Well, that's the shift they needed. They settled things down, put the puck down in the offensive zone, got a shot on goal, were able to keep it out of their end, which took some more time off the clock. You got to start managing the clock too at this point. You had a lot of time left, but you got to keep rolling your lines, get face-offs, stop play when you can.
Warren sends it around. Walter able to keep it in. See Champlin Park now able to play it out. Sent back in by Walter. He's staying with Holine, floating back at the blue line. Cross ice pass is too far in front of him. Walter turns it around. Lindquist takes a hit. Champlin Park sends it back in deep.
It's that same guy again over there whacking people around.
Centering pass taken away by Lindquist momentarily. Walter flips it, gets it out to center. Warren deflects it over for Janisch. Janisch can't get it deep. Lindquist's pass is deflected. Walter will sweep it behind. Bushy, one touch for Wackman. Flips it off the board and out. Lindquist pokes it to himself. Stays with it, and tightest shot, a save by Drefke.
Drefke made a big save there. That was a good opportunity.
Stout's pass deflected in deep by Jensen. Drefke stumbled as he went to play it along the end line. Champlin Park has numbers. They're able to regroup and break out to center. Kicked ahead by Anderson, too far. Jensen will play it for Stout. Head for Barsness out to center, turned around by Long. Long pass attempts that aren't getting through, being broken up by Champlin Park. And now here's Solomon. His shot turned away by Lewick, who came way out of the crease. That shot blocked by Jensen out front. And then cleared out to center. Alford giving chase. Loose puck collected by Sandell. Sandell behind his own net. Gets it across for Evan Long. His pass ahead is broken up. But it gets out to center. Solomon to the near side, back across. It was just out of the reach of Nick Carlson standing at the top of the crease. And again, Lewick had maybe overplayed the angle a bit to the near side. There was a lot of open net, and Anderson just could not, or Carlson rather, could not get his stick on it.
Yeah, CP is activating their defense now. They're jumping into the rush. As a trailer, that was a wide open opportunity.
Wexeth trying to send it in behind it to Pazandik, but that didn't get through. Here's Lichter back the other way. Lichter trying to leave it off, but Bushy
Get it deep
not able to receive. And
don't do that drop pass behind your back at the top of the blue line. Get the puck deep when you have the lead. Every time you get it deep, 15, 20 seconds off the clock. That will matter at the end of the game. But good response after that second goal. I think that SLPCR has played a lot better. They've started skating again, and got their head in the game, and good things are happening. Good step up.
Wolter staying with it. Trying to drop it off. Wackman able to get it in. Step around a defender, but offside. Argues his case, and you're not going to get the linesman to change his mind. I like the move. I think it did stay onside, but it looked a little weird when you poke it around and then sidestep out of the zone.
Again, dangerous place to be dangling the puck.
Sent in by Luke Carlson. Stout, first one there. Stops up, waits, tries to reverse. Chipped at by Herzog, not out of the zone. Out of the reach of Stout into the near corner. Pressured there, bodies start to pile up. Poked free, Wackman will flip it up and out of the reach of Roll. Roll back into his own end. Hammers it quickly back to Holine into the zone. Holine had it poked away from him, back out to center. Lindquist a little shaken up as he comes to the bench. Jensen avoids the pressure.
A little bit of a stick inadvertently on his arm there.
This one's going to go all the way down, be icing again. 7:41 to go. Champlin Park with a couple of goals here in the third period to cut into the lead. They still trail by one. SLPCR hanging on. They had 2 goals in the first, one early in the second. The Champlin Park Coon Rapids has had the advantage in shots and time of possession all game long, and able to finally cash in on a couple of opportunities here in the third period, and they continue to buzz. Saved by Lewick. Couple of bodies right on the doorstep. This one out to the point. Didn't get past Janich. He kept it in. Blocked by Alphen behind. Solomon in the slot. Couple of bodies there to tie him up. Alphen can't get out to center. Tranby circles back, plays it across. Barsness knocked to the ice from behind. No call. Poked at. Here's Alphen. He's got Barsness with him. Shot to goal! A huge one for Caden Alphen to put his team back on top by 2, just under 7 minutes to play.
That was a very good response, and what Alphen did there is he just stayed with the puck. He had that big defender on him, just trying to give him a lot of rough attention there, Warren, but he was able to just kind of keep working him, and he was able to get the puck around the side of him and found the net.
4th goal of the season for Caden Alphen. It comes at a crucial time as they had seen their 3-goal lead dwindled to 1. And now a little bit more breathing room. Broken stick for Champlin Park's whole line, and the whistle blew.
The puck did go out of play on that.
Oh, it did come up out of play. Well, I was surprised, and maybe it's different now because sticks break so often.
Right.
But just skating across the ice with the broken stick in your hand was a penalty in my day.
It's 10-minute misconduct.
I don't know that it would get a 10-minute misconduct, but it would definitely be a penalty.
That's what it is in the rule book.
And I know that trying to play the puck with a broken stick is an automatic penalty, but I thought not immediately dropping the puck or the stick when you knew that it was broken would get you a penalty. Quick one-timer turnaround by Solomon, and a blocker save is huge.
Yeah, can't be running around now. You got to just.
Solomon again. He's just going to turn and fire every chance he gets.
There's a way.
Big block by Andrew Clark, gets it back out to center.
Got to play your positions. Don't run around because the Rebels are moving the puck like they have been all night very well. And tying it up over there. Let the clock run. Just keep tying. There you go. Out of the zone.
Cross ice. Bushy with some room. Couldn't flip it to center. Second opportunity. Gets out to neutral ice. Pass across too far for Wackman. Wackman forechecks into the corner. Lichter recovers. Lichter, a little bit of room. Taking his time. Now sends it back behind. Out to the point. Stout from a ways out. That went wide.
Watch the middle.
Again, they get it to Solomon. Solomon behind the defense. Goes to his backhand. And he is stopped, but he does draw a penalty. He gets Champlin Park back on the power play.
Well, I think we saw the same kind of thing against Robbinsdale, Armstrong, Cooper, where they were able to sneak a puck right up the middle and get it between the defenders, and that happened again because they just didn't have the right depth. So luckily it didn't go in the net, but now they have to try to survive a good Rebel power play.
Well, the power play for Champlin Park unsuccessful so far. Just one opportunity with the advantage.
Well, they came in at 50%.
Yeah, if they, I saw that too. I always take
Right.
the Hubs numbers with a grain of salt, especially when it's a 50% power play.
Let's just say it's probably high.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Because the reason is
It's a
that
good hold
defenders-
at the line
their-
again.
Their defenders hold the line as strong as I've seen.
This one played out. Alford
Yep.
will wait for it and just smartly flip it down deep. Make him go 200 feet.
Absolutely, and take some time off the clock, under 5.
Long leaves it back. Pass ahead into the zone. Anderson stops up. A lot of support. 4 bodies in the corner for Champlin Park. Centering pass off the back of the net. Held at the line again by Long. Down low, Solomon, one touch. Anderson a goal on the power play, and it's back to a 1-goal game.
Yeah, they moved that puck around real fast and got it to the middle one more time, and it was just a one-timer. And they had SLPCR had a chance to clear the puck out, but the Champlin defenders have been holding that puck in the zone all night long. Sometimes you got to look middle rather than up the wall because they're usually standing by the wall. So we have a game still.
Power play tally makes it 4-3 with 4:37 to go in period number 3.
No, you just have to get back and try to get the next goal or just play some defense.
And again, this is a Champlin Park team that started with 4 straight wins before running into a very hot Rogers squad earlier this week and losing that one 8-2.
Yeah.
And then came in and maybe a little shell-shocked after 2 periods. And certainly in that locker room, not liking the position they found themselves in against an SLPCR team that they really maybe felt they should be in front of. Opportunity off the rebound and back to a 2-goal game.
Rebound. Yeah, the goal.
Face-off win, quick shot, rebound, and a goal.
Let's see who got that, but that happened real fast. It was right there, and all of a sudden, the goaltender just wasn't able to control it, bounced off his pad, landed in the right spot for SLPCR, and it looks like here's our goal scorer out we can see.
Going to be Caden Lichter going through first, so we'll give him the goal.
Lichter gets it.
Just 11 seconds after Champlin Park had made it a 1-goal deficit once more. SLPCR able to spread the lead again. Now up 5-3.
Yeah.
Lichter getting his 4th of the season.
Kudos to them for the response that they have shown against a really good team this evening. They're able to battle. They're able to make sure that they don't, crumble after letting the Rebels get right back in the game. And
twice that we've seen the Rebels get back within a goal, and SLPCR with a solid response. Did not expect it as quickly as that one. Just 11 seconds after giving up the power play goal. They had time to get it down, get a face-off in the offensive zone, and then win a face-off, get a shot and a rebound.
Yeah, and the referees are down there chatting. There's no replay or anything, so I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe it's a clock.
Well, they have yet to put the 5th goal up there, but
yeah.
Since they're back at center ice, pretty sure there will be no doubt that it will be a 5-3 lead for SLPCR.
Maybe it froze up. There you go. Dump it in.
Alfred, the smart play, playing it deep.
Just dump it in every time you get a chance. Oh, here comes the speed.
Carlson flips it in on the backhand, shoulder save, rebound push just wide by Carson Anderson.
Any puck out's a good out right now.
Sukup fighting to get it across the blue line. Champlin Park able to get right back in. Solomon will send it in on Lewick, and out of an abundance of caution, he will hold on.
Yeah. The old cliche, puck's out, puck's in. Just be very, very careful with what you do and keep it out of the middle of the ice.
Herzog sends it out, but not enough on it to be icing.
Yep, nicely done.
Roll, long pass. Doesn't click, and that is icing. And we saw a lot of that, especially through the first 2 periods, whether it was just due to how well SLPCR was defending or the fact that they were coming off their first win and they found lost and found themselves trailing. But we saw them panicking and making some faster plays with the puck than maybe they needed to.
Right.
And if they get to that point again, that only works in the favor of SLPCR protecting that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, well, that's something that team will have to work on between now and when the playoffs start. Just trying to settle themselves down. And,
Engberg centers. Clark could not get a stick on it. Engberg, that's a back check. All the way back to tie up Nick Carlson. And the SLPCR guys able to get it back out of the zone.
That's how you win a game right there.
Solomon trying to catch him on a bad change out front. Bobbled a little bit by Carlson.
Wow.
And Lewick able to sweep it to the corner.
That was a disaster almost right there.
Clark will send it all the way down, and that will be icing.
Get yourselves organized, because I saw all blue jerseys coming by themselves, and everybody sitting on the bench coming off here.
We talk about the great back check by Engberg, and they got it out of the zone, but not far enough, just across the red line, and three guys went for a line change, and three Rebels were coming across the blue line, while 3 white jerseys were still getting over the bench.
They got lucky.
And some of their best players as well. Shot from the point by Warren.
Whack on the goalie's pad there. Trying to get in his head a little bit towards the end of the game. The referee didn't scold the player in blue. There you go.
Sukup jumps on the loose puck, gets it to the blue line, dumps it in, gives chase. We'll get there in front of Yanish. Pokes free, centering pass is broken up. Champlin Park back the other way. Here comes Holine. He drags, his shot deflected up and out of play.
It's a hard thing to teach. Sometimes you don't need the 6th goal right now, but you need to play defense. So they got caught in an odd rush there because someone did not do what they needed to as far as thinking of going backwards. Can't make those mistakes. That's probably
Well, when you
thing
have
that got
two
him in trouble.
when you have two below the goal line,
Yeah.
up by 2 late in the game, you don't need to center it. Like you said, you need to play defense more than you need that sixth goal. So if you have 2 below the goal line, play catch.
Goalie's out.
Shot is blocked by Jensen. Lindquist able to chip it out. Wackman giving chase and will not get there before the icing. Just barely got across the goal line.
Yep. Too bad it's not the hybrid. He would have been the race winner, I think. But good effort. And you get to change lines, get fresh bodies out again. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and up 2, feel free to take a 200-foot shot at the net.
Oh, that's like right there.
And
there
that
it
is
goes.
what they're going to do. You'll take the icing. That'll take a couple of seconds off the clock, but, you know,
Okay. It's all right.
you're okay with that. You didn't waste a lot of energy.
Yeah, as long as you're up 2 goals, you can try that. That seems to be the new philosophy by
Well,
the coaches, even in the NHL.
Well, I
2
think in the
goals and your
NHL,
goalie can give it a whirl.
yeah, in the NHL, you see more and more they'll take that 200-foot shot on a 1-goal lead, which
that's-
used to be very frowned
yeah,
upon.
very frowned upon.
Pass out front, but Carlson was well guarded by Lichter. Shot from a short angle, handled by Lewick.
There you go.
SLPCR able to chip it back out to neutral ice. Long backs into his own zone, gets it ahead for Solomon. Across, the shot by Carlson stopped. Rebound, misses high and wide. Kept in at the blue line. Chop back in. Here's Solomon.
Deep and wide.
Solomon trying to wrap around, lost the handle.
They'll just battle. Tie the puck up.
SLPCR swarming to the puck, can't get it out of the zone. Played in behind the net. Poked at, comes free. Engberg bounces it off the boards and out. All the way down. Icing waved off as it was running
nice
out of
pass.
steam, and that was,
Offside.
yeah, I was going to say
By a
that.
whisker. That was close. That was a nice pass.
Yep, and
He
they're
turned
gonna
and
say
zipped it.
all the way down, and that is a crucial.
Yes.
Oh, just to the,
That's
just
still-
outside their blue line.
That's okay. That's
I
an
thought they
extra
were going to
couple
say all the
seconds.
way down because he was still in the
Okay.
defensive zone when he made that pass.
Yeah, he was.
They could, and
Timeout.
there's the timeout from Champlin Park. So I thought on an intentional, it went back to the zone in which the
Yeah.
pass originated from, which would have put
Yeah.
them all the way back in their defensive end.
And I guess he didn't feel it was totally intentional. It was
But-
a long. In the old days, that was
Yeah,
an
it-
offside pass. It was a 2-line pass. But,
Well,
but now,
wow,
that line in the
2-line
middle
pass,
is not there.
that's a concept that
That's an
hockey
old
players
one.
nowadays have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that really made the game tighter, didn't it?
Well, it did. You couldn't
Yeah.
pass from your defensive end to someone
red
on the
line,
other
yeah.
side of the red line.
Yeah. Slowed the game down quite a bit. Not as exciting. And then here came the old
No, well, and it-
WHA and the Fighting Saints, and they opened up the game by getting rid of the red line. And then the rest is history.
Well, and I think, you know, we see how we've seen a lot of sports introducing new rules or
Yeah.
changing rules to
Scoring.
make things more interesting.
Yeah.
I think the college rule in hockey of if you score on a delayed penalty, you still get the power play is a phenomenal rule. When they took
Tough one,
away
isn't it?
the icing shorthanded,
Yeah.
so you could no longer ice it shorthanded in youth hockey. Clearly, they still have icing shorthanded in shot from
Oh.
and a second chance of goal.
Oh, my.
And that one, I don't know if it was kicked in. It definitely
looked
went
like
off
it.
a foot.
Yeah, it was off the foot.
SLPCR is up in arms because that did look like Solomon
no
had his
replay.
stick taken away. And I don't know if it went off of a skate. If it clearly went off of the skate.
We're
I don't know that
talking
it was
now.
a kicking motion. But it's going to be back to a 1-goal game with 54 seconds remaining.
Yeah, well, again, just those little things. You just can't let that team come flying out of their end with that kind of speed.
Well, and Brent Solomon's a pretty impressive
Oh,
hockey
he's a good
player.
hockey player, there's no doubt about it.
He has been all over the place here in the third period.
Well, SLPCR has a timeout left, and they're not going to use it. Just going to roll with it.
Well, they have twice responded
Yeah.
when their lead has been cut to 1. Can they do it a third
go
time
again.
off the draw? Anderson sends it in deep. Stout trying to keep it going,
that point like
just
that.
out to the point. Warren
Get on
trying
it.
to
There you go.
sidestep, poked out to center by Andrew Clark. That one sent, and it bounces off a stick, so no icing, making him go long again. Whole line had it tipped away.
Wins and
Played out to
battles.
the point. Warren is shot through
Oh.
traffic. Rebound is loose. Goes off the side of the net. Clark can't clear.
Oh, that's
Tied up behind. 20 seconds and 15.
Just tie it up.
Poked at. Jabbed at. Going to get
There
his
you go.
stick
Tie
is,
it up.
is Lichter.
Just right there. There you go. Just tie it up.
Well, and that didn't happen
think it's
either
gonna work.
back.
Oh, the referee actually blew his whistle. Huh?
I was just going to say, back in the day, you couldn't tie it up like that. The refs would blow it dead.
These days, they'll let
But
you go a little
usually
bit.
they would let you go, and that was
Well, whoever's
a
taking
decision
the
that was
draw.
made by the official to blow it dead. 3 seconds.
tie up your man, fall
Left.
on the puck. That's all you have to do here.
Well, it
Not
should
let
be.
them win the draw.
I
Get
don't know why
organized.
you're putting someone on the boards. There should be 4 bodies in
Right
front
there.
of the net, and all you're doing is jamming for the puck
Yep.
and tying up bodies.
Yep.
Tie up the 2 in front. You better come get
21's
Solomon.
got to get 2. Yeah.
Somebody's got to get Solomon.
Tie up the draw, and then you'll be good to go. Don't even go for it. All right, ref. We know it's an important draw, but let's tie him up. There you go. Good
It
job.
is a good,
Yep.
good job by Sukup.
Yep, look at
Battled
that.
right
Wow,
through,
that's a
and it
big
goes
win.
back to the corner, and SLPCR a huge win,
Yeah, they beat a good
5-4 over Champlin Park. And a good way to close out again. They started with 6 out of 7 on home ice. They were just 1 of 4 in the first 5 of those games. So to get this one against a 15th ranked Rebel squad is huge.
It's huge, and you got to give a shout out to Brock Lewick. He was outstanding.
Yeah, he
today
was.
Because in that third period, Champlin threw the house at him. Even though they got 3 goals, he was able to stand tall and make some saves right at the end to get the
4
win.
goals.
Yeah, well, 4 goals. That's right. I forgot that last one. 4 goals. But
And
that's-
and for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, you were able to respond when your lead trimmed down to 1.
Yep.
But, and come away with a win. And now you look at it the next month, you're on the road. You have 1 game in your next 7 here on home ice.
And the good thing is they didn't lose this game.
Oh,
Which
sorry,
they-
7 of their next 8 are on the road.
Which they did against St. Louis Park, and also the other one they lost they almost lost to Lakeville North. We came back and almost got them in the end. So that's a good win, a character win for them. Now they can kind of put that to bed and say, hey, we could win games that are tight. And best game we've
Against
seen them
quality
play.
opponents
Yeah.
as well.
They play
A
hard.
big win in the conference against Champlin Park, and a feel-good win for the home team on a special day, the Hockey Day. Coon Rapids, both varsity squads, able to secure big conference victories. Final for the boys, 5-4 over Champlin Park. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.